What's up? I'm Ashley Moan, Holstein Association USA's Communication Coordinator. And with me today is VerBoort, AgriTech Analytics General Manager. How long have you been working for AgriTech?
Actually, I've been working for AgriTech for 10 years. In fact, we're right at my 10th year anniversary right about now, the end of August.
Happy anniversary then.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So for working for 10 years, what has been your favorite part?
Well, I think realistically there's a lot of favorite parts, okay? I think working with the clientele, I think working with our staff here, being able to interact with the Brattleboro office as we're a division of Holstein Association USA, and working with the data. I mean, I love working with the clientele, the producers out there. Sometimes I don't get out there as much as I should perhaps. I think we have a great staff. Haven't had to hire a new person in over 5 years. Real consistent. And then I'm a numbers guy. What can I say? So chance to work with the dairy numbers, the cow numbers, statistics and that sort of thing. I mean, that's what I really thrive on, quite frankly.
So as General Manager, what are some of your day-to-day roles or tasks that you complete?
Well, I think I have a few specific items. We're a relatively small staff. We've got 9 people on the staff here. So while I do oversee the operations, basically responsible for the performance of AgriTech, I think it's really important that we somebody has to be the person that's doing the program planning. Where is this ship going and how is it being steered? And I think that falls squarely on the shoulders of the general manager of any place, okay? And I think once you get into the whole management part of things, it's a lot of coaching, it's a lot of supervising, it's a lot of people are bouncing ideas off you, or how should I handle this sort of thing. And I do have over 30 years of expertise and experience in the DHI system, the last 10 at a processing center, but the years before that in the field and lab areas. And so I like to think that I'm pretty much an expert on this stuff, okay? And so that's part of it. As for the stuff that I need to do on a regular basis, I've taken the responsibility here to assure that our sends are made to the CDCB for the genetic evaluations, and I monitor that very closely myself. If there's any corrections or adjustments that need to go in on that sort of stuff, I will do that sort of thing. Get a standing report that goes to CEO Meyer, who I report to. That's on a monthly basis that goes to him. And I've got a list there about 10 or 12 different things that at the start of every month that I go through. Enrollment reports, different files to associations and things like that. So
wonderful. So what makes ATA unique?
Well, I think there's several things that make ATA unique, okay? I think the way our record calculation process, we use what's termed as best prediction, and best prediction is a method of calculating dairy records. It's used by CDCB, authored by the scientists at USDA Agile, and primarily Paula Van Raden and John Cole were the authors of best prediction. I believe at this point we're still the only records processing center that has implemented that for a record calculation. So I think that makes it pretty unique. I think the other thing that probably makes it pretty unique with us is a lot of our kind of direct contact with producers, especially when we come in the western United States. I mean, in some cases, the DHI will be the face of everything. Certainly in the western U.S., a lot of the DHI is saying, hey, if you've got want to see something changed, or we need to do something with the records or something like that, typically they're really willing to just say, hey, call AgriTech directly. And so I think that level of interaction also tends to make us unique. I think our being a division of the Holstein Association USA, certainly one of the reasons that I came on board here 10 years ago was, and I was with the California DHI prior to that, and I tell people, and I tell them that today, there's opportunities walked into the Holstein office that we couldn't buy at California DHIA. And so to be part of that, I think, is a pretty unique and pretty interesting. So.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. So what's one thing that producers should know about when processing with ATA, that they should be aware of?
Well, I guess one thing that they should be aware of is, We can work with any of the DHIs throughout the country, okay? Currently work with, we have records that we're processing in 22 states, that sort of thing, and certainly looking to get bigger and better. That's our mindset, you know, I mean, we want to get bigger, yes, because numbers always look good and all that sort of thing when those are higher. But we definitely want to continue to just our never-ending quest, I guess, for improvement, okay? We can always get better. I think we're pretty doggone good right now, but I think we can get better as well, and as long as I'm here, I don't see that attitude changing, okay?
Perfect. Well, thanks for joining us with this episode of What's Up. See you next Thursday for another episode of What's Up.